And scary moments for one homeowner in a central Corpus Christi neighborhood. Police say 3 people broke into his home while he was sleeping.
Yeah, 2 of those suspects are now in custody after the early morning crime. Michelle Pedraza joins us live with those details in tonight's top story.
Well, Rudy McKenzie, it happened at this home on McLeod Drive, close to Leopard Street. The homeowner woke up after hearing noise in his house. He actually thought it was his parents, but when he looked through the window and didn't see their car in the driveway, he knew something was wrong. He quickly got up and went to his kitchen area where he saw 3 men in hoodies run out the back door. He chased them, but they had already made it towards Westland Drive down the road, leaving behind 2 cell phones. The victim says the suspects actually came through a window in the back of the home.
We're going to see what we can get off, hopefully some prints, maybe hopefully open up the phones and see who they belong to. And they also dropped a couple of cigarillo packs of cigars in the driveway, so maybe we can get some prints off of those as well.
And police are investigating into whether or not those cell phones actually belong to the suspects, and they're encouraging the public to always lock their windows to prevent burglars from trying to enter. They do confirm that 2 suspects, a 13-year-old boy and a 16-year-old boy, have been taken into custody. No word, though, on that 3rd suspect. If you have any information that could help police, you're urged to call them at 886-2600. For now, reporting live from McLeod Drive, Michelle Pedraza, 3 News.
All right, thanks, Michelle, for that. Meantime,